Hello everyone, welcome to Kavi's Corner, and today I have a very special ingredient. It is lemons. When life gives you tons of lemons like this, what do? Not lemonade, not lemon rice, we do lemon pickle. Something which you can enjoy for days together or even up to 6 months if you preserve them right and use a dry spoon and enough oil to keep it safe. So today, this idea of doing lemon pickle, that too with so many lemons, is basically for a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser named Resonate that our church does every year. It comes in May, first week of May, and it's soon approaching. And this fundraiser is to help a lot of children, widows, handicapped, and a lot of people back in India. And I'm really happy. I'm been part of it for the past 10 to 11 years. And this year again, we do one-time fundraiser called Resonate. And I want to make a batch of lemon pickle and get started ahead because it needs to marinate. And it'll give me time to jar it and label it and ready to sell. Okay? And today, these lemons were sponsored or donated by one of my favorite friends, Mary and Simeon Maria Suse. And the minute I said I'm planning to do lemon pickle for this fundraiser, they were generous enough to climb and get these treats for us. And this is so many. And this one lemon is huge, just fits like in the palm of my hand. But I'm sure. And this one here looks like a mango. See how pretty. Anybody could have mistaken it for a mango. But all these came from her backyard. Thank you, Mary and Simeon, for your generous contribution. This is a great dish to go with yogurt rice, or anytime you don't have a side dish, especially with Indian cooking. This would be a great dish to have it. It preserves well. You can leave it in the refrigerator for years. But if you're going to use it on the shelf, make sure to use dry spoon and finish it off within 6 months. But it really will last long. The more it marinates, the better it tastes. This is one of those ingredients that dishes that you will enjoy for years to come. Okay, this is a recipe that you can pass on to your kids and the kids' kids, and that's how I learned mine. Okay, so let's get started first with washing our lemons. Show you how to wash it first, and then we're going to wipe it down and then add salt, and it's going to marinate for about 2 to 5 days because we had so many lemons. I wanted to make sure I get it all. So our lemons have been washed, scrubbed and dried. I used a nice towel. You could use paper towel as well, but since the volume of lemons were greater, I just went ahead and used a cloth instead of a paper towel. Otherwise you'll be wasting a lot. Okay, so I have serrated knives to cut my lemons. Use a serrated knife because it's easier to slice through and you're not going to squish through the lemons and pull out the juice. Serrated knife will give you a nice clean cut, and you're going to de-seed each one of these because the seeds will make it bitter, and then we're going to brine it in a salt and let it marinate. Okay, salt is going to do two things. One is it's going to soften this thick skin, and it's going to act as a preservative. Okay, and we're going to marinate in the salt for about 2 to 5 days, and then we will add the masalas. Once you chop your lemons, make sure you put it in a plastic container or a glass bowl, because if you put it in any metal container like this one, the citrus and the lime is going to etch through the metal. Okay, never use any aluminum or copper or stainless steel, nothing. You either use plastic or glass. Okay, I'm going to use kosher salt. Please find it. You can use any salt for that matter, but just know the intensity may be different with different brands. So try different ones. And today I have taken about 3 cups of the salt. Okay, 3 measuring cups, and that's what I'm trying to use. If I need more, I will add more. Okay, so we're going to put this aside, and let's start cutting our lemons. Okay, first we're going to remove the edges because that's a little hard, and then we're going to slice through each lemon. Okay, and we're going to de-seed as well. So each time you come across a seed, make sure you remove it. So just half it and then quarter it, and you're good to go. So there was seed. The seeds will get bitter over a period of time, so better to remove them now when you have an opportunity than later. The seeds in between. But this is amazing. This lemon didn't have much seeds. I've seen lemons which have so many that it takes forever to discard everything. Okay? So remember the tips. This is a very simple recipe. Let's go this way. It's easy to remove the seeds. Eliminate the seeds and make sure the juices don't flow out. That's why I like the serrated knife. If you use a blunt edge knife for the other different kind, the non-serrated ones, by now the juices will be everywhere. You want the juices to be in the lemon. Okay? So definitely have the right knife. If you need to beg, borrow, go do it. It's worth it. No seeds. Keep an eye out for the seeds, okay? If you don't remove them now and it gets into it, it's difficult to remove it later, and it will give the entire pickle a nice, not nice, it gets bitter. Okay? I think I told that. I'm repeating again. So it's easier to start with a smaller batch initially. Start with probably 10 lemons and then build on it. So right now, with these I'm going to sprinkle salt, about 1 cup of salt. It may seem like a lot. That was half, then I have another little portion. Okay, and you toss it all together and let it marinate. So the lemons all have been chopped up. It's all beautiful in pieces, and I'm going to add the last bit of the salt. This is the last 1 cup that we kind of alternated. So sprinkle that in. So now we have 3 layers of lemon and salt. Now we're going to toss. Okay, the whole idea that I layered it this way is because this is a lot of quantity and you need that room to get everything evenly coated. Okay, you toss it well and put the lid, and next time, which is tomorrow around the same time, you're going to flip it and toss it and shake it up for the next 2-3 days or even 5 days. This is not necessary, I'm just doing as a precautionary method. Okay, and we'll put a lid. Let's go ahead and put the lid. It's nice and snug. Snap it in place. This is day 1 of our lemon pickle. I'm gonna, since it's a large quantity, I don't want to shake it up by myself. I don't think I can lift it. I'm gonna use a dry ladle and just tear them up. See how much of juice has been released? That is the salt which is getting all the, getting into the cells of the lemon. That makes it release water and the juices. Today is an important day. Make sure every utensil that you use from now on is pretty dry. And I have all my canning jars all sterilized and clean. And I have my tags written because this is going for a fundraiser. I said it's Kavi's Lemon Pickle. And please check out YouTube at Kavi's Corner for the recipe. Okay, I'm going to put a tag like so and bottle it and present it. So let's get started with our seasoning. So let's get starting with making our pickle powder. Okay, we're going to dry roast all our ingredients first and then add our masala powders to the pickle. So let's first turn on stove. Let's dry fry 4 teaspoons of fenugreek. Dry roast it to a nice golden brown. Turn off the stove and transfer it into a separate bowl. In the same pan, let's dry roast our mustard seeds. Can you hear the pop? Now we are ready to add our cumin seeds. This is again half a cup of cumin seeds or 8 tablespoons. Lower the heat so they don't get burnt. Let's grind our fenugreek powder. It's nice and soft. Let's transfer it into a bowl. In the same jar, let's add our mustard seeds and cumin seeds. Grind it only after it's cooled down. Okay. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The entire recipe comes together right now. Let's get started by heating our 4 cups of oil. It has been heating for a while. We want to temper it with our mustard seeds and asafoetida, and then let it come to a little room temperature and we'll add all our powders. Let's go ahead and add our 4 teaspoons of mustard seeds. It's going to crackle and pop. Can you hear that? So we're going to turn off the stove. Wait for the oil to cool down or come to a little warm temperature, and then we will add all these ingredients and end up our pickle. Our oil has come to a room temperature almost. Let's go ahead and add our asafoetida. That's 1 teaspoon. Turmeric powder, chili powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, cumin and mustard powder, a portion of the fenugreek powder, a small portion of the jaggery. I left this just in case. Let's give it a good mix. Everything is mixed up well. Let's add it to our lemon. The grand finale. Drum roll, please. Let's add it all. Our pickle is almost done. We're going to give it a good stir, mix it all, and let it marinate in this for another 2 to 3 days before you can bottle it all. So let all the spices and everything get absorbed, and also adjust the heat if you need, and adjust the salt if you need. This would be a good time. Pickle is all done, and from this point on use only dry utensils. I'm going to sample it and make sure all this salt, everything is good. Wow, that is simply amazing, you guys. You definitely need to try this recipe. Oh my lord, that is yummy. I can't wait to try it with my Superman food. I just made a... Did I just say Superman food? That's what I call my tair sadam or yogurt rice. I used it for my kids and now I'm calling it Superman food. Okay, let's go ahead and try our lemon pickle with our yogurt rice. Let's dig in. The lemon peel is kind of tender. This is too good, guys. Please follow the directions and the proportions. Oh wow. I am so super proud of myself. That was a lot of work. And to see the end product, it's all worth it.